Good morning. Good morning, one and all. This is Dr. Balaji Singh, Professor of Forensic Medicine, ACS Medical College and Hospital, Chennai. Today's topic is attitude among medical students and learning attitudes among medical students. Today's topic is what is attitude, what is the dictionary meaning, definitions of attitude. Attitude among how to develop a good attitude among medical students, how to what are the learning attitudes among the medical students, self-directed learning, student-centered learning, that is learner-centered learning, giving more importance to the learner's benefits, interests, attitude of a registered medical practitioner, and communication skills. Communication skills we already discussed in separate video, but in this video we are discussing mainly attitude and learning methods. Albert Einstein is said attitude, weakness of the attitude is weakness of the character. So we have to build up our attitudes. Attitudes is not a fixed return, it is evergreen variable. So we have to change our attitudes towards our function, towards our work and course, study and persons. Dictionary meaning. Dictionary meaning is a opinion about something. We have very good attitude towards his work. This is the usage of word attitude. For example, I like your attitude. Attitude is nothing but your behavior and mind setup about something. A boy has a real attitude problem, difficulty to make relations with him or work with him. So if it is a problem with attitude, so there may be some difficulties to make a relation with him. So we have to develop a good attitude towards course and towards persons. It means a favorable or unfavorable evaluating reactions towards something. It is a little bit complicated definition of attitude. Whatever it may be, a favorable or unfavorable, not necessarily always favorable. It may be unfavorable attitude, unfavorable reaction towards something is called attitude, or otherwise explained as someone exhibited on one's beliefs, feelings or intended behavior is called attitude, according to slide share of something. Attitude is a belief of something. For example, the information about some people or objects or incidents creates some beliefs on something. So ultimately it is created an attitude in our life. A change in attitude is common, it's not fixed. It may be a past attitudes about something, what is your current attitude, or what is your future attitudes of something. For example, before joining into MBBS course, a medical student may think the course is very complicated or very difficult to read. Once you joined in MBBS, gradually you will change your attitude towards your course, and you are recognizing the importance of studying course. So the attitude of a medical student towards course will gradually change from first year to final year and thereafter. Attitude comes from the Latin word aptus, that is means adaptation. So you are adapting your thoughts about something, especially towards the MBBS course. Attitude contributes to success. It is nothing but utilizing a available opportunity. The opportunity never comes once again and again. So whenever the opportunity comes, you are in a position to utilize. Your attitude should be towards the utilization of the attitude, utilization of the opportunity. So a positive thinker is feel that whatever the hurdles comes, the hurdles will be a stepping stones, but a negative thinker will think that the failures are stumbling blocks. He will remain there only, he never go forward. So you have to develop your attitude to face the failures. See, failures, absence of failures is common. No, sorry, failures are common, so you have to ignore the failures. Success doesn't mean that the absence of failures, it means the attainment of ultimate objectives. Ultimate goal is important, not the difficulties in between. You have to ignore the failures in between. Failures are not permanent, but the success is the permanent at the end of the objective. It means winning the war, not the every battle. For example, MBBS students may fail in some of the internal assessment tests, but he should not leave the practicing, learning, so that he can achieve in good results in university examination. This is about Batman's attitude while he was in hell like well. The attitude is influenced by three factors. So attitude is not a fixed one, it is liable for changing. You can change your attitude by environment, by experience, and by level of education. Whenever you become educated, your attitude towards society, attitude towards money, attitude towards service will be changed. Environmental factors. These environmental factors will change your attitude. Cultural background, religious background, traditions and beliefs, social environment, political environment, all these factors will influence your attitudes. Either peer group or teachers or school and even homemates will change your attitudes. Basing on your experiences, basing on your education levels, the attitude will change. The student level attitude are different from attitude of a medical practitioner, a little bit different. Student level attitude, being a student, basically you are a learner, you are a student. Your main attitude is you have to learn something from books, from the teachers, and from the patients. If you are having some deficiencies while learning something, you have to ignore, least bother about the deficiencies, and you have to learn how to utilize what are the resources available in your campus for learning new techniques. Convert knowledge into the wisdom. Knowledge plus experience is called wisdom. Teacher will help you in adding his experiences for converting knowledge into wisdom. You have to learn reasoning and critical thinking. Simplify difficult complex matters into simple. This is called coding. You have to dig out the keywords from your subject matters so that you can better memorize. Expansion of academically important topics from the books. If limited literature is available in the books, then you go for internet search and gather some information. Never hesitate to invite your classmates or seniors, teachers for academic discussion so that you can better learner. Follow simple principles like easy to difficult and known to unknown. So how do you have to learn is first whole learning versus part by part learning. Whenever you go for a new topic, you concentrate on the easiest one, which is known one, or part by part. Not necessarily whole topic you have to learn. First starts with the easiest one and or known one. Then part by part you have to go for whole subject. Never take it as a whole in the initial stage itself. Your learning attitude should be part by part, easy to difficult, known to unknown. That next one is you have to improve the good expressive skills, so that either theoretical or by oral, it will help you for good output in your examinations. Peoples with positive attitudes, how it will be? They are taking care, confidence, and patience, and humble. You be sincere at your course. You need not be obedient to your teachers, but you are sincere to your course and subject matters. High expectations and hard working attitude you should develop while you are preparing for examinations, anticipating positive outcomes and contributing their efforts accordingly, so that you can avoid depression while you are preparing for examination, university examination. Overnight you have to review all the important topics. By that time you may encounter some acute depression before appearing a university examination. So to overcome these problems, anticipating positive outcomes and hard working nature and planning, so that will help you. He's a good student is like a fruit of all seasons. So my suggestion is, whenever the lesson is completed, you make some reasonable notes for that corresponding lesson and keep it a note, keep it a reserve for review of future reference. Benefits of a positive attitude: loyalty towards institution, better learning capabilities, promotes problem based learning, improves quality of understanding, and teamwork will be encouraged, better relationship with seniors and teachers and patients, congenial steady atmosphere, so that you can have some reduced stress while you are reading. If you are recollecting something by your reading, it will be more helpful for you. Positive outcomes you can expect. Becomes a skilled expert in medical field and will become a good asset for your country. Develop a positive attitude and work hard accordingly. People may not hear your words, but they feel your attitude. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Sometimes aptitudes means skills and efforts may not be much important, but your attitude will make you bring successful man. How you are feeling about your syllabus or curriculum? Is it a burden to you or is it a pleasurable? All depends upon how you are thinking, your orientation towards the syllabus. It comes under attitude. You have to developing a good attitude, so the syllabus will become a pleasurable to you. Respect your parents as well as teachers and mentors, and as well as a medical student you have to respect the patients. They are the richest source of learning. Be regular and sincere. The teachers are expecting some sincerity from the students, but not the obedience. Learning attitudes. Student have to develop some learning attitude. Basically, student is a learner. Even teacher also a learner. Students are learning a level, and teachers also learning in different level. What are the involvements in learning? First of all, you have to aware of the new matters. What is the importance of the subject matters? Then appreciate what is the importance. You have to engage into the study procedure. Then you have to develop a self-directed learning. What are self-directed learning? We'll go next slides. It is a triangle. What is required? Some books, some demo or patients, or a good teacher is necessary for your learning. Lifelong learning attitude. Have to learn from the patients. A good attitude towards profession, educational objectives, and good attitude towards curriculum and towards institution and learning methods. I have to subject matters and towards evaluating procedures. You have to develop good attitude. Be positive. Self-assessment and realization. Correctly judge your capabilities. Rectify your deficiencies. Self-motivational attitudes. Never give up practicing learning. Self-motivation and self-assessment is the tools of success. Record whatever you learn. Review once again what you have learned. Repeat your performance, either written or oral. Then only you will get some confidence. Record, review and repeat once you learn something. Go for group discussion. So it will aid distribute your knowledge or gain a knowledge from your peer group or seniors. Observation and performance. You have to learn from mannequins or some models so that you can learn from something from your group. Even bedside, active listening, noting and learning. First you have to listen from the patient, make a sensible notes, then interpret, discuss, come to a conclusion of diagnosis and discuss with teachers. Bedside learning. A small group discussion also very useful. Then how to get relaxed after a stressful reading. Reading a books is somewhat stressful, but after learning something you will get some knowledge and ability to recall. Then the smile will appear on your face. Then you will feel relaxed. I learned something from this book. This so and so topic is become familiarized for me. After that you will get relaxed mood. Then you may feel hesitation to read a new topic. At that time you have to go with self-motivation. A stress may be manifested as a headache or all these findings are stress manifestations. When you go for physical exercise or some relaxation with pets or yoga or good sleep, will give some compilation. Mind will work even though you are taking rest or you are doing exercise. This time also your mind will work. Avoid some unnecessary things. Then your mind will compile the subject matters. So it will set right at the time of yoga and taking rest. The compilation and integration will be done during this time. So you will get better understanding, better confidence and relaxing. This is a way of learning methods. One more method of learning is better memorization is RRR. First you have to recognize the difficult subject matters. Then you have to record yourself in your personalized notes. You have to make a coding. Coding is otherwise called keywords. You have to elicit the keywords from the difficult subject matters. After recognizing, then frequently you have to recall what you learned from your subject matters. That is very, very essential. Recognition, recording, recall, RRR is very, very essential for better memory. Then student-centered learning. Every student should have a contact with the teacher, and among them also they are having some contact, so that every student can get exposed for the learning procedure. Student-centered learning, personalization, student-directed learning and successful criteria, and anytime or anywhere learning, that is actual classroom or virtual classroom. This is the modality of student-centered seminars and pedagogical innovation, so that the students can talk what he learned. He can ask directly to the teacher or peer group or seniors, to the classmates, anytime, anywhere. These are the key points of student-centered learning. Learning autonomy. It should be independent. Student is independent or autonomous in his learning. It is a student interests are first in this program. Student voice is the highlighted. Student can learn by not only indoor and outdoor, either by actual or virtual online classes or webinars, so that we can go for problem solving, critical thinking and reflective thinkings are also encouraged in student centered learning. Student centered learning framework. Students needs are first. Pedagogy is encouraged, that is seminars by the students. Teacher is accessible to each and every student. All the students should understand the subject matters. Learning skill continuum. A core skills, even animals having a core skills. Then processing skills. Then next level is executive function. Then the basic academic skills. Being a undergraduate students, you have to develop up to basic academic skills like reading, spelling, writing and compilation. These are all is must for undergraduate students. Once you go for PG or becoming a registered medical practitioners, you have to practice the fifth level skills, that is analysis, synthesis, creativity and evaluation. 5R learning attitudes: resilience, resourcefulness, reasoning, responsibility and reflective thinking. Resilience is adjust easily to even in misfortune conditions. What is resourcefulness? Also is a even in difficult situations you have to cope up with them. Reasoning is analytical thinking. Responsibility is a responsible to your course and study matters. Reflective thinking is how a particular topic has studied. You have to think how it can be asked as a short note or a essay or any objective type question. Same topic can be analyzed in various levels and various angles. Expressiveness is a good attitude of a good student. He has to express his ideas either in writing or by oral answering. Good learners' behavior should be a good learning mindset, self-motivated, reading and language skills he has to develop. What is the learning skills? That is active listening, understanding by reasoning. You have to improve the memory by RRR, recognition, recording, recall. And then expressiveness is useful for outcome in examinations. Once you became a medical practitioner, you have to develop attitude of learning and service motto. Being a medical practitioner, you have to develop to some service motto. Compassion towards patients. You have to respect the profession and professional colleagues. Medical etiquette. At the same time, you have some social responsibilities and responsibilities towards the state or government. So you have to inform something to the government whenever it is necessary, and you can participate in some social oriented programs. A medical practitioner should develop some research attitude. These are the skills are necessary for a RMP, registered medical practitioner, that is research skills, self-management skills and communication skills, social skills and thinking skills. This is must for the registered medical practitioner. Thank you for attending a class towards attitude and learning abilities among medical students and medical practitioner. Thank you. We'll meet again.